In early 2015, Yahaya Bello was largely unknown in Nigerian politics. A wealthy businessman and accountant from Okene in Kogi Central, he had made his fortune in transportation and finance. At 40, Bello decided to enter politics, riding the wave of youth empowerment and anti-corruption rhetoric that accompanied the newly formed All Progressives Congress, APC. Despite his lack of political pedigree, Bello entered the APC primary election for the Kogi State gubernatorial ticket. His opponents included seasoned politicians, especially Prince Abubakar Audu, a two-time former governor and a dominant force in Kogi East politics. The result? Bello came second. Audu won overwhelmingly and was declared the APC candidate. Bello's defeat was expected, but his strong showing for a first-timer raised eyebrows within the party. Audu led the APC into the November 2015 election against incumbent Governor Idris Wada of the PDP. As results trickled in, it was clear that APC was heading for a landslide victory. But just as the final declaration was awaited, tragedy struck. On November 22, 2015, Abubakar Audu died suddenly, reportedly from a bleeding ulcer. Kogi State was thrown into confusion. What happens when a gubernatorial candidate wins an election but dies before declaration? The INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, called the election inconclusive, citing the number of cancelled votes versus the margin of victory. This legal loophole would become Yahaya Bello's opportunity. After Audu's death, attention turned to James Falek, his running mate. Naturally, Falek believed he should inherit the mandate. He had campaigned across the state, appeared on the ballot, and was part of the ticket Kogites voted for. But the APC thought otherwise. The party argued that the votes cast belonged to the party, not the candidate, citing the Electoral Act. This gave them legal grounds to substitute Audu with another candidate. To the surprise and outrage of many, APC chose Yahaya Bello, the man who had lost the primaries. He had not campaigned, he wasn't on the ballot. He had no known support base outside his district, yet he was selected, reportedly due to zonal balancing and loyalty to party leadership. This decision was widely criticized as fraudulent, politically manipulative, and an abuse of democratic process. Faleke rejected his position as Bello's deputy, refused to attend the swearing-in, and filed multiple lawsuits. INEC conducted a supplementary election in 91 polling units. Bello was presented as APC's new candidate and inherited all the votes of the late Audu. He gained only a few thousand more in the rerun, but enough to declare victory. On January 27, 2016, Yahaya Bello was sworn in as governor of Kogi State, without ever having won a general election. Without the votes of his own ethnic base, and despite massive internal party resistance, Falek challenged Bello's legitimacy, arguing he was the rightful governor-elect. The case went to the Supreme Court, which ruled in Bello's favor, upholding INEC's decision and interpreting the law to allow party substitution. Many saw this as a judicial endorsement of political fraud, where power could be gained without a direct vote from the people.